We'll be hearing today from the Prime Minister about a plan to reopen zoos, safari parks, not, it would appear, pubs, at least not yet. Something Dom's been thinking about this morning. Dom?
I have. Michelle, there was speculation they might open the week after next on June the 22nd, but that hasn't happened. It will be, as things stand, July the 4th. Peter Borg-Neal is the Chief Executive of Oakman Inns, which has 28 premises, employs about 1,000 staff. And Mr Borg-Neal, good morning. Do you know yet what exactly you will be able to offer when you do reopen?
Good morning, Dominic. Well, we're geared to go now. We did think the rumour yesterday was a real one. We're very disappointed to hear that we can't open in the gardens. Lots of people are opening places for takeaway, and people are sat around village ponds and in parks drinking beer. It'd be much more sensible to have them in a beer garden where they could be supervised and hand sanitisation could be provided. We're also ready to open indoors in terms of our understanding of the current government guidelines. It's obviously very restrictive, but we have planned for it. We're just very, very keen to get our business open. We're bleeding cash.
Is it your understanding that the first stage, at least, will only be gardens? There won't be any indoor opening from July the 4th?
Well, no. We were hoping that July the 4th was a hard date to open indoors, albeit with a number of restrictions. We thought the garden bit was a kind of common sense bonus, and it's disappointing that it doesn't appear to be the case.
It is interesting, isn't it, that zoos and theme parks, as Michelle just said, will be open from June the 15th and not pubs. It's hard to see what the difference is between the two.
I find it impossible to understand. It'd be much easier to control people in a kind of sit-down only situation in a beer garden than in a theme park. They're both outdoors. We would have more control, and we have expertise in this. We're responsible for the safety of the public at all times. And I really cannot fathom the reason for not allowing pub gardens to open.
We've spoken to a few restaurant owners on this programme who have said that with 2 metre distancing and all the other things that they'll be expected to provide, they struggle to see how they might make money under this new regime. Do you think you'll be able to make money with all the restrictions you've planned?
I think it'll be very hard. We're in a better position than some because our places are quite large and we do have large gardens. I was hoping that we could just be a pathfinder, just to prove to government that the hospitality industry could manage the situation very, very well, that the restrictions would be eased progressively. If you could then get to 1 metre, it would be a big help. But we must remember that for many businesses, any form of distancing becomes very, very difficult. So you'll need a kind of transition period where help is still provided for many businesses in terms of furlough and other support, such as rent, whereas others can open and start paving the way, and you can kind of progress to a full opening of the hospitality business.
Thank you very much. Peter Borg-Neal from Oakman Inns.